today to go live with everybody where they could, just rock hand with me for a little while. And but service cut me out on that. I looked back at my video and it was blurry the whole time. And I'm like, well, but I was at Hampton Butte yesterday and I thought I'd walk through because right now I still have plenty of Hampton Butte, but I thought I'd walk through since I was back in the area for a minute and just see what maybe the snow had uncovered or cleaned off a little bit for me or people. And I picked up some of the ones that I still had pretty big questions about because I have tumbled a few pieces now, and wow, are they coming out beautiful. I don't have any of those to show y'all right now, but here's some more that I picked up. And I'm going to start with this guy. I was told that these are rhyolites. But if you look at it close, you can see that it has like maybe an opal, a little bit of agate happening. And then right here is actually crystals, more like quartz crystals. So I think they're going to be like some of them are going to have some really individuality to them. And they're pretty. Hi, Jada Discoveries. How are you today? Let's see if I can get that cleaned out. No, it's too full of dirt, y'all. Hold on, I got a little water. I am glad. Do you see one laying here in the pile that you want to see? I'm starting with the rhyolite because it's everywhere out there, and it's just so pretty when it's laying on the ground and such, something to look at when you go out there. I'm doing great. I'm sitting in the sunshine and I'm loving it. It feels good even though it's chilly. I think it's interesting because this stuff is like so, I don't know, water worn maybe. Like it just had water paths. And then I guess you would call this brecciated. The one to the very left. The very left. This one. One, two, three. This one right here. Okay. All right, we'll check it out. Is it clear for you? Oh, number two. Okay, this one. This one. That's the one you want to see? All right. This one had one little corner peeking out. One little corner, and it was buried in the dirt. So we'll get it wet. Wash it off some. Oh, let me get rid of soap bubbles here. There we go. It looks like it is a true piece with the yellow and red jasper going into it. And I believe at this point in time, this is part of the petrified wood. Hi, Mia. How are you today? I think it's going to have to go in a tumble to show all of it's pretty. Is there one here that, what one should I do next, y'all? There's that one. And Mia, just in case you missed it, I was showing off just a little bit of the rhyolite that's out there at Hampton Butte. This is what I was told it was called. Now, I don't know that 100% for sure, just so you know. It does seem to have quartz pockets and like agate veins kind of running through it. Maybe a little bit of the common opal. And then it does have quartz crystal on some of it. But they're beautiful when they're laying on the ground out there. I love the patterns that it makes too. I was just showing these two pieces a little bit just earlier a little bit. And then yesterday we walked the roads to see what the snow had uncovered. And these little pieces were popping out. Now this one looks like petrified wood for sure. With the lines and stuff going on. Almost like a wood knot maybe. It blends in. I'm going to get it wet for us. See what else it brings out on it. Is everything good and clear for you guys? Oh, I think that's going to be a little knot in the wood. It is? Okay, great. So today, yesterday we went to Hampton Butte, Mia, and down here in Oregon where they have the green petrified wood area. And we just surface collected. And now today we're actually at Chickahomie Reservoir where we camped last night. And I'm just kind of washing my rocks off to see if I'm going to take any of them home, actually. Because I still have a bucket full that I need to get through. This is definitely coming home. I like this one. Let's see. Here's one. Now you can tell what part of that was popping out of the ground. It made me go, woo, when I saw it. I'm going to wash it off. Wow. It is so bright, isn't it? Oh, we got just a little bit of the green going. Oh, that's pretty. Pretty good size, too. It's probably maybe about the size of 2/4. It's got a great shape to it, just natural. I agree. I love that one, too. I'm going to put it in the keeper pile. So, let's see. Let's go for a big one. Let's see what this one is. And it is so dirty. Let's see. All right, I'm just going to wash it off. Well, I still don't know. I do see what I think is going to be like a quartz vein. Maybe there and right there. That feels pretty smooth compared to the rest of the rock. Yeah, that's a big quartz or agate vein. Let's see what's going on here. Oh. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting my shadow on it. Sorry. See this green right here. I think it may be. It may be. I don't know how to tell other than to cut it up or put it in a tumbler better because I don't see a lot of this stuff out there shows like a true wood pattern on top when it got formed. This one does not quite, but it looks like it got some of it. So maybe it was like the smushy stuff. Yeah, forward like he's walking in a ditch or something and there's always these twigs and stuff laying. Like maybe this is what happened with this one. Maybe it wasn't the whole tree, it was just little sticks. Don't know. We'll keep that one there. And then this guy. Let's see, I don't know either. I can see what made me pop it up. Let's see. Okay, well, you're very green. It's really rough, though. This one is actually really rough. So it may actually just be like a green tinged basalt, maybe. It has all the right colors and stuff. But it's really rough. It's not, it doesn't feel like an agate, and it doesn't feel like this. It doesn't feel like this either. This feels totally different than this, and it's light. So I'm going to say this one is probably more of what you would just leave behind. It'd be tempting to take it because of its color, but this is probably one that you would like leave behind if you get to go out there. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's see. What do y'all think? Which one should I do next? Let's go for 1, 2, 3, or 4. Number 4, this one? Alrighty. Oh, we have an agreement. Number 4. Yes. Look at that, you guys. Wow. Am I angling it just right? Can you tell that there's this whole part right here is like all crystal? You see her face. Let's get it wet. Let's see what happens. This is more. Oh, there it is. Ah. Mia, I was at Hampton Butte in Oregon. There's a public collection area there where you can go and dig for green petrified wood is what you're looking for when you go there usually. So some of these are pieces of it and then rocks that were formed all around them. That's a little ghosty face. A huge crystal. I like it. It's a keeper. Let's see. Let's go for this one. I think this one's going to be another great spectacular one. It is. It is amazing that they let us do this. And And they have a lot of designated areas I found here in Oregon, and there's, like, limits and stuff as to what you can collect and how deep far, if you can dig at all. And as long as you're aware of those, then we'll always be able to, and people obey it, which, there are more rules coming, but at the same time, right now it's great to be able to just go out and get in touch with nature and find something pretty and enjoy it. This one has a lots of color in there. And you kind of see where it's swirly. I don't know. Let me see if I can bring it. Tell me when it blurs. Oregon is really great about it. Still being able to go through and just wander around and collect occasionally. You don't have to dig most of the time here in Oregon either. Like, you don't really have to. Depending on what it is. Now, like the really beautiful jaspers that come from the area, like, I don't know if you've heard of it before, but like Biggs Junction jasper or Blue Biggs jasper, something like that, that really makes the amazing pictures. That has to be mined for sure. But this stuff right here, you can dig anywhere from 2 inches from it just being on top to digging down about 3 or 4 feet, and you're definitely going to find something spectacular. And it's a lot of fun. It's pretty hilly though when you go out there. And I am very grateful that they have a lot of different public collection areas set up. They use a lot of their BLM land for that. The kind of, not always national lands, but BLM is what they usually call it. And this one might be a little, ooh, what is that? It's very bright red. So I think this one got some very bright red jasper drops in there. Although it is an area that may also contain just a little bit of cinnabar, possibly. I'm not sure though. I haven't heard anybody say anything about cinnabar out there. Although in central Oregon, you definitely can run into it, so you got to be careful not to chew on it, not to put your fingers in your mouth afterwards. Make sure you wash your hands first. I think this is gonna definitely be a little piece of petrified. This is not the green though. This is one of the other colors that you find out there. I've heard that there's like 4 or 5 different, at least, different species of trees out there. And then so I have found like the more normal, what you would find other places, coloration, where it is just the brown wood. Oregon is beautiful. Oregon is very beautiful. I'm not from here originally, and but I thoroughly enjoy Oregon. It is absolutely spectacular. Going from wherever you're at in it, really. It is just completely different. I grew up more in the eastern states, and this is just a completely different experience as far as landscape and what's here and what's happened here. I know it has had a lot of volcanic activity in the past. Let's see. How about this guy? Ooh, there we go. Look at that. That is the actual old bark. Still on there, still looking like it. That is so pretty. I'm gonna get it wet so y'all can see it too. Might have to remind me occasionally. Sometimes I can see it without having to. Oh my goodness, hold on, you guys. Look at that. I love how all these pieces are just so different, so creative. Like, they just formed so many different ways. They're different every time. Oh, look. I think these round swirlies right here, when it does that, is maybe, yeah, a limb on a tree, a twig starts coming out, starts growing. Sometimes I think that that's how that happened. There are a lot of people that are from Oregon and surrounding areas. There really are. Um, it is a big community because there is just so much and so many different materials that to be found here. And I know there's several that I enjoy watching. I've learned from, like, where do I go? How do I do it? Um, and it's really great because a lot of these areas too, you can get to them, and there'll be somebody there that's willing to help you and point things out and help you learn while you're there. And that's always a great experience too. All right. I love that one, you guys. So, let's see. What else do we have here? See the little one. It's pretty spectacular too. I picked it up just because it just did that. That's how it was laying, just like that. Oh, look at you. I know there are other areas too, like Arizona has some, oh, just beautiful wood. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I've not been there yet, but I certainly admire it when I'm looking. That's kind of why I decided to open up a page too. It's like, well, I'm in the middle of learning all this. A lot of people have big head starts on me, and I don't know. I just enjoy it. I like just seeing the rocks, and I love finding the rocks, and now I'm learning how to work them, and that's fun too. Well, that is just a very bright red, orangey, more orangey, with a little bit of green left on it. I don't know. I see some lighter coloration in there. It might surprise us and be something a little bit different once it got tumbled down or ground down some. Might be a really great tumble. Might be very surprising. No, Mia, it is okay. I'm just happy somebody came and said, hey. And Miss Jada's been here, and I see somebody else too. I don't see their name though. Hopefully they'll say hey again though, and I'll know who I'm talking to. But thank you for coming. Very much so. I'm only gonna be here for a little bit longer. I don't want to take up everybody's day. Here's a pretty bright one. Let's see. See. I can see. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, but I can definitely see this is a piece of wood. Has quite some pattern going on right in here, but it's kind of hidden too. It's hidden behind all this orange. I see a little bit of yellow peeking through here. This is yet another one. This one would probably make a really good tumble. That's what I'm thinking this would be. Okay, Mia, cool. That sounds great. Let's see. So this one, I was checking out right before. I think this may be. There's a lot of quartz out there, like big quartz bombs. And there's actually, I found some, what I would almost call, Columbia River quartz. Like it has a lot of quartz rounded, already tumbled by the rivers. And I think that this is what this is going to be because it's just so smooth. I mean, it's very rounded. It's not all chunkified. It's not looking like this. So this is more what I would think of is probably going to be just actual quartz. And then this one with the more variation where you can tell things settled, like on the rhyolite and on the wood itself. But I think this is going to be more of a quartz. It's got some clarity to it. I can see behind its surface, just not very far. I do see some what might be green in there. It could be pretty, but it could be a leverite. I'm not sure on this one. Alright, let's see. Here's a pretty green. And it's, ooh, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're doing something different here. Oh, look at that. Wow. Let me get this one washed off a little bit better. Oh my. You see a little bit of the surface. Ugh, I made it dirtier. Ooh, that's a little, I don't know, that's almost a purpley color. Maybe like a grayish tinge there. I don't know. That is a pretty piece, though. I'm going to say it'd probably be best in a tumble, though. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Somebody else's eye who's like a jewelry maker might be like, ooh, no, what? Don't tumble that. Let's see. Let's do a big one. Oh, you are filthy. Yes, you are. I could see what part of you was sticking up out of the ground there. Let's see. This one might take me a second to wash off. It's got a lot of dirt. Oh, yeah. Sorry for the dead space. Trying to wash and rub dirt off. Oh, my goodness. So I'm going to show y'all this dry again. Then I'm going to get it wet again, show the colors. But look at that. deep. This one's a deep red. I know yesterday somebody tried really hard to come while I was walking around. And whoever that was, I greatly appreciate you stopping by. I'm sorry that it was so blurry. I've done my best, but service out there is just not the greatest. And then as soon as you start walking down in the area where everybody seems to dig the most and mine the most at Hampton Butte, you completely lose service. So I was hoping, because I had access to 5G finally, that maybe that would be different, but it wasn't. But, ooh, looky there. It makes me wonder if only this area right here was the actual wood, and maybe this was, I don't know, right there. It says it went a little further because of its markings. Oh no, look at that. Can y'all see those lines? Wow, that's a really pretty piece. Yep, I like that one. It's gonna come home. Let's see, we have another big old chunk. Oh, there's some bright orange. Let's see what's gonna happen with this one. Oh my. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this one totally clean enough to show off. Let's see. I'm not actually positive that this one is actual the wood too, but it is definitely, I'm definitely going to call it a jasper. And I don't know, it's going to have some work done to it to be able to really see it. But do y'all see where like orange and green and yellow swirling all through this whole area? All around in there. And then this side made me go, woo, what are you? Yep. I'm going to say this one is going to be one that, I don't know, maybe it should be cut. Maybe instead of tumbled, because it's so thick, there's just no telling what's happened all just inside. Okay, I'm going to stop showing off that one. Just because it's getting so muddy. All right, well, we're down to our last three. Which one do y'all want to do? 1, 2, or 3? But I'm going to start with 1. And this is going to be a piece of petrified wood with lots of color. Let's see. Ooh, look at that. This one gave us a little bit of a pink tinge right there on top. I wonder if that's going to be part of maybe some of the layer of agate maybe it had on top of it. I have noticed some pieces that do that out there. Especially on the rhyolite, it tends to more of a bluish tinged color. Don't see much else variation, just a little bit of orange, not much green, kind of an orangey yellow mix up. And it's a very small piece too. So this one would probably come clear in a short tumble, but you definitely wouldn't want to have to tumble it long, because it would go away down to next to nothing. But what you got out of that short tumble might be pretty spectacular. No, I'm going to put it in the tumble pile. All right, and then I'm going to do number 3, because I think number 2 is the best one. So I'm going to end with the best one, I think. We'll see if I'm right. Ooh, I could be wrong. This one might be the best one. I don't know. Here we go. Here's one. That one's showing us a little bit of swirl up here at the top. Just a little bit. It's pretty. This one has a lot of holes in it, though. I'm already looking. It's got a lot of holes. It would probably never survive too much. Might be a better one to just... I might put this one on the flat lap, actually, to see if I could keep some of it survived. Don't think it could handle a tumble. It's got too many cracks, hollows, and it's small. I like my rocks to be probably maybe... I like it when I put them in there like this. I can't fit many, though. This is a decent size, which is probably maybe 2 3/4 for when I do my tumblers so far. And then, hi, y'all. Here's my last one. Miss Mia, have you made it back? Here's this one. I'm going to get this one washed off. It's pretty unique looking, but I'm not sure if it's any more than a quartz and jasper. This color right here is kind of like a deep purpley brown. I don't know if that exists or what to call that, but it's like purpley brown. And then it looks like it has a little bit of jasper going through. And then white quartz lines. And I think this may be the inside of some of this rhyolite, because this whole layer right here is what I've gotten used to calling rhyolite at this moment. Which is kind of like just like I think it's made sedimentary basically, and then I think it may be a layer of the ash that's fallen over the years from volcanoes that kind of formed into it almost feels powdery, but it's not, kind of texture, and it can be powdery, which is odd, but not really, if you think of it in ash terms, if it's ashes. But that's the last one we found yesterday, and so there we go. So I'm going to just say I enjoyed y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming. I was going to sit here and do this by myself, but it's a lot more fun with you guys. Having somebody to talk to and having other opinions. So I'm just going to show off where the campground is, which is definitely high desert out here. You can see off in the distance there's peaks, and it is very full of sagebrush. And since I'm by some sagebrush right now, I've learned something new about this stuff. That last year I was told that not only do I need a stick because of rattlesnakes, beating the ground. I'm used to beating underneath things and double checking rocks and what all. But did you know that rattlesnakes literally will climb into the top of these things, sitting there waiting for a bird to land? So now, this summer, I'm going to be knocking on the tops of them too, because that's the last thing that I want to have happen when I'm out here is get bit by a rattlesnake. I would be very upset, and that would be way too exciting for a day for me. But I have enjoyed y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming and sticking around and giving me your opinions, and let me know how I can do it better next time. So y'all have a great day, okay?